What is going on, everybody? It is the most wonderful time of the year. It is October the 1st. October. It's Halloween every day at my house. But for the rest of you people, you got to get in the mood. And I'm here to bring you in the mood because I am your idiot leader, Dope. And this is Dope Comics on my YouTube channel. And for this month, one thing I want to do is about every week, I'm going to show you some horror covers. Some top horror covers. I'm going to be doing top modern horror covers tonight. I'm going to be showing you the top Silver and Copper Age covers in my collection. And before we get to Halloween, I will show you my top 10 pre-code horror covers in my collection. So don't nobody else rip me off. I'll be watching. Don't be ripping me off, people. Don't rip me off. Anyway, tonight is modern. It's October 1st. So let's go with modern. I was surprised how many comics. I really love the comic covers of the modern books. One of my favorite things I've ever read is Night of the Ghoul. And here is Night of the Ghoul number 2, I believe. Yeah, I believe this one was number 2, but check out this beautiful cover. I mean, that's pretty freaky, guys. It is freaky. Night of the Ghoul. If you didn't read this, it came out, I believe, 2 years ago around Halloween. Find this, read it, Night of the Ghoul. It was really good. It was Scott Snyder. So find that, read it. Also, we got Innovation Psycho. Check out that crazy cover. If you find these innovations, pick them up. Psycho was a 3-book series. The third one is the hardest to find. Number 2 here is the coolest cover of the bunch. That is a cool cover. Also, we've got, I love this. This is The Plot. This guy right here, this little boy that's surrounded by this underwater zombie. Looks just like my son did when he was a kid. It freaks me out. But this is a cool cover. It's all in green. Underwater zombie. Great cover. And don't forget about The Mummy. The Mummy, baby. How can you beat The Mummy? Check out this great cover. I have about 3 copies of this laying around here. Modern book called The Mummy. Just came out this month. Mark Spears Monsters. It's got amazing covers, amazing art inside, and crappy story. But maybe it's going to get better. How do we know? We don't know. Scream and horror! Scream and horror. This was a one-time anthology. Had about 4 short stories in it. Silly stories, horror stories, reminded me of stuff that like Pacific would have put out back in the day. Screaming horror, number 1. If you don't have that, get you some of that. Silver Coin, the greatest horror anthology ever wrote. Michael Walsh's baby. This one here is number 14. We got an eyeball getting poked with a needle. Makes some people kind of squeamish. Got these just laying around everywhere. Nightmare on Elm Street 1. Innovation, 1991. The first Freddy Krueger appearance in comic form. He appeared in 1989 in a Marvel magazine, and it's his first appearance in comics. This is his first appearance in comic form. Back to my boy Michael Walsh's Silver Coin, the greatest comic ever made, greatest anthology ever made. This is number 8, and that is such a wild cover. I love the black covers that they use. Michael Walsh knows how to do it. Then we got Stuff of Nightmares. I think this came out last year. R.L. Stine. Look here. We've got a sawed-off skull cap. He's got the brain in his hand. He's putting it in the Frankenstein body. Beautiful. This is I think this is Frank Cavella, whatever cover. I'm going to promote this book every time I get a chance. You know what's crazy? If you'd have told me at the beginning, this is something beautiful about comics. If you'd have told me at the beginning of the year that the best things you're going to read this year is a fucked up Plastic Man for DC and a Venom story, I'd have been like, you're crazy, because I don't read Plastic Man or Venom. But this has nothing to really do with Venom. But I never thought, that's what's cool about comics. You never know where the road's going to take you. And Zombiotes is the best Marvel story I've read this year. It's better than Hulk. It's better than any of my Ghost Riders. This is amazing. It's been fun. It's been great artwork inside. It's everything you want in a comic book. I mean, it's great. There's no politics. This is fantastic, and so far it's been my Marvel read of the year. Back to Innovation. Innovation has all the great covers from the day. You had stuff like this by Anne Rice. You had Child's Play. You had Psycho. You had, you know, I don't know. You had the you had the Nightmare on Elm Street. You had all kinds of stuff. But get on board if you find any of these innovations, because they all got crazy covers. And what can you say? Look at here, look at here. This is exactly what we're talking about. This is Pacific Comics back in the day. This is a Bernie Wrightson cover. He's got heads tied around a belt, tied around his waist. He's chasing some boys through a field. He's always adding to his head collection, you know what I mean? The dude loves head. Anyway, and both of these seem to be a rip-off of EC Comics, the way they did the giant headdress. This one here is kind of EC Comics, but it'll never be EC Comics because the story sucks so fucking bad. But this might be the cover of the year. We got these people hiding under the bed. We got these mutants. This one's got a chainsaw. This one's got an axe. You can see the barn is burning in the background. Such a crazy cover. Such a great cover. Why does the book suck so bad? Oh, Tales from the Grave. This is a beautiful Dracula cover. How can you beat this? It is amazing. I love it. I love this thing. Beautiful book. And, oh, man. Vincent Lackey. This is Dead World. This is the guy I grew up listening to death metal and heavy metal and whatever kind of metal you want to call it. From, I don't know, just any kind of hardcore metal you could think of. But I love Cannibal Corpse, and this is the guy that does all the Cannibal Corpse album covers. Vincent Lackey. He still to this day does all the Cannibal Corpse album covers. Here is part 2 to that. Vincent Lackey 2. Another Dead World. Beautiful books. Beautiful black backgrounds. Hard to get in a high grade. Everybody's copying EC. This right here is Damn Cursed Children #1. Kind of reminds me, you know, of the whole busting through the door thing. Jack Nicholson. But she is a kindergarten teacher. And there's some kind of plague going around that affects only children. They turn them into zombies. So the grown-ups don't know what's going on. If you didn't read this, you missed out, man. That was good. That was probably 2000, maybe 2020, 2019. And this right here would freak me out. I live in the woods in Tennessee, and if I was out hunting in the middle of the wintertime, and I walked across a bunch of people being hung in trees, I think I would tiptoe out of there. Tiptoe out of there. These two dudes, these two hunters, and their orange jackets come across, looks like at least 8 dead bodies hanging from trees. And that's creepy. So, good job, Creepy. Creep Show. This is my favorite cover. Beautiful cover. Crypt Keeper looks awesome. I love him holding the scissors. It's freaky. This is the best Creep Show cover. So, get you some of that. And Phantom of the Opera. I picked this up not too long ago. Never seen this cover before. Love this cover. It's by Eclipse. No, it's by Eternity Comics. It was $1.95. So that tells me it's probably 90s. But this is Phantom of the Opera. Beautiful cover. This is a very, very hard cover to find. This is House of Frankenstein. People ask me all the time, where did I get this? And I just got lucky and found one. Then I started looking for other ones, and they're really hard to find. This is House of Frankenstein. Beautiful cover. And this is an indie book put out by Horror House. And the last book, this is a Ghoul Caller. Ghoul Caller. We got this beautiful girl, double D's, getting a little fresh with a zombie. I guess the zombie's getting fresh with her. But this is a great book also. So, I mean, what can I say? The books are piling up. And just like that, we're under 10 minutes and we're done with the modern books. So next we're going to be doing probably pre-code No, we'll do pre-coat probably around Halloween. We'll probably do some bronze and copper age stuff next. But we're under 10 minutes, and just like that, even though we're only showing covers today, read your comics, baby!